Those of us that have done yoga for quite some time might have what's called confirmation bias, where we feel like we really know our bodies well, we know the yoga poses well, and as a result, sometimes it's a little bit hard to actually tune in to the practice. In order to take your mind to diving deeper into the poses and into the practice, you have to change it up a bit. That's what I like about Anusara style yoga. It's not the same flow pattern, not the same sequence. Instead, we try to create just slight differences in each of the practice so that you can explore the body so much more fully. In this practice, we will be doing a full body practice, but with some emphasis on the core in some parts of the practice, as well as the outer hips. I'll be using blocks and a blanket, and it's a heavy cotton blanket. And the heavy cotton will help us engage a little bit more fully in the actions. We'll begin in downward facing dog or child's pose or puppy dog, something that will bring your attention to your back body. In whatever pose you chose to begin your practice, once you have awareness of your back body, slowly start to bring awareness to your side body. If you're in child's pose, you can walk your hands over to one side and hold that pose before going to the other side. If you're in downward facing dog or puppy dog pose, shift your pelvis to the right as a way to get a little bit more fullness in the left side. Breathe in very fully to see how much more expansion you can get on the left side. Those of you in child's pose, move your hands over to the left. Those of us in downward dog or puppy dog will move our hips to the left. And just enjoy nice full expansion. Breathe in deep. And breathe out long. Come back to all fours position. In all fours position, draw your right knee in, reach up. Draw the right knee in, reach out. Draw your left elbow toward your right knee, get the back body full, expand out. See if you can slow it down. Draw in, expand out. The slower you go, the more you build the strength. Draw in, expand out. Release your left hand down, your right knee down. Tuck your toes under. Draw your pelvis back. Draw a little bit more weight toward your heels. Come back up to all fours position, and now instead of dorsiflexion of the ankles, press your toenails down, draw the belly toward the mat, the thighs down, the heads of the arm bones back. Draw back through all fours position. Tuck your toes under, reach back. Lift up, come forward, bend your elbows, hug your elbows in. Draw back, Toes tucked under. Come back to all fours position. Draw your left knee in toward your heart. Reach out. Draw in. Expand out. Hug in. Reach out. Add your right arm. Bend your elbow. Slow it down. Reach out. Draw in. Expand out. Hug in. Reach out. Release your hand down, your leg down. Tuck your toes under. Draw back. Lift up. Press your toenails down, bend your elbows, draw your heart forward, shoulders hug in. Come back, toes tuck under, reach back. Come to all fours, shoulders forward, bend your elbows, hug in. Come back. Come forward. Come back. Make your way to downward facing dog. Draw your right knee in. Reach out and up. Hug in. Reach back. Draw in. Reach out. Come to all fours position. Draw in. Reach back. Take your foot to the left side. Park your foot down. Maybe take weight off your hands and interlace your fingers. Look back toward your right foot. See if you can keep the foot vertical. Press down through the base of the big toe. Now draw back. Draw your pelvis back toward your left heel. Keep drawing your awareness to the base of the big toe as the pelvis comes back. Maybe a little bit more. Make your way to all fours position again. Draw your left knee in, reach it up and out and over to the right side. Park your foot nicely. Come down to your forearms if that works for you. Draw your pelvis back. Keep your heel right over your toes. With the left foot. Now come back to all fours position. In all fours position, step your right foot to that outer edge of the right of the mat. Walk your hands over to the left. Reach down. Keep an eye out on the right knee. Make sure it doesn't fall in or out. Keep it right over the ankle. Step your right hand on top of your left. Reach it a little bit taller than the left hand. Release your hands back to the mat. Come to all fours position. Step your left foot just to the outside of your left hand. Walk your hands to the right. Inch your fingers a little bit further away from the mat and stack your left hand over your right. Keep an eye out on that left knee alignment. And slowly release. Hands back to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Draw your right knee in again. Reach it way back and lift it up. Same thing with the left leg. Hug in, reach back. Release down and walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees so your thighs are about parallel to the mat. Reach your arms. Upper arms line up with your ears. Take your hands back to the mat. Walk them forward. Walk your feet forward. Place your hands to your low back and lift yourself up. Come to a standing position. If you've got blocks, grab them. And as you press your blocks firmly with your hands, with your right foot centered on the mat, take your left leg in the air. Now look back toward your left foot. Externally rotate your foot and lift your leg. Internally rotate your foot. Externally rotate the whole leg. Internally rotate the leg. One more time. External and lift. Internal. And the hips come more parallel. Take your left foot down. Center your left foot. Take your right leg up. Look back toward your toes. Externally rotate the leg with a nice lift. Internal rotation. External rotation, lift high. Internal. External. Internal. Release your right foot down, center your right foot. Take your left leg up again. Draw the left leg in. Reach out. Now internally rotate the leg, but see if you can get more lift. Can you take your weight to the right hand and balance yourself with the right foot down, the right hand down? Can you lift the leg just a little bit higher? And release your left hand down. Release your left foot. Center your left foot. Draw your right knee in. Reach out. Look back toward your toes. Internally rotate the whole leg. Now try to keep that action even as you lift the leg up. As you take your right hand away from the block, the left hand stays at the block. Try to get that feeling of internal rotation of the leg even as the leg lifts. Maybe even lift your right hand if you're up for it. But just see if you can come to nice fullness in this pose. Release your right hand to the block, your right foot to the mat, And place both hands to the low back with bent knees, rise up. Just pause here in Tadasana. Just get this nice fullness to the chest. Get stability on 2 grounded feet. Now step wide on your mat. In a wide stance. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee. Take both hands to the right knee. Bow in. So it feels like this right leg has got almost all your weight. See how you can get the left leg a little bit more active. Can you charge the back leg so fully? Even though you've done Parsvakonasana, this side angle pose, so many times, can you create a new discovery, a new understanding of the pose? With the right forearm down, turn the chest. Good. Take your left hand to the underside so that you can maybe turn a little bit more. Reach your left arm up and over. Just enjoy this fullness. And inhale, rise up. Come to the opposite side, so turn your left toes out. Bend your knees, stack your hands, and bow in. Keep your back leg charged. Now lift up slightly to park your left forearm down with the right hand to the waist or the low back. Open the chest. Now see if you can get just a little bit more engagement in the twist. Pull the lower ribs up. Right. Maybe reach your right arm up and over. And rise up, lift out of the pose. Release your hands. Another pose that we have this bias about is the triangle pose. We've done it so many times, many of us. So it's really nice to kind of dissect the pose. And one of the things that I find is very difficult for myself and a lot of others that I see is turning the head to look up at the lifted hand. So we'll just get the cervical spine a little bit more flexible in order to do that. So bend your knees, take your hands down to the mat, and if that feels like it's rounding the spine, then take your hands to blocks. Just nod your head yes. Now shaking it no involves just a little bit more work, so slow down. So see how far you can take your nod, moving your head side to side. In order to do this, to make my nose a little bit more full, I've got the blocks at their tallest height, and it helps me lift the heads of the arm bones to draw the shoulder blades in. Let's see if you can just slow your movements down to turn your head as if saying no, while you got the weight of your head drawing down So it just gives you just a little bit more space in the cervical spine. Now, having that experience, place your hands to the low back and rise up and turn your right toes out. Come to triangle position, lift your arms up. Take your hand down. Don't go too far. You may want to use the block so that you can just start working on the action of the upper body. As we did in the side angle movement, just lift the ribs up. Good. And now lift your gaze up. Maybe you find a little bit more freedom in your neck. Lift your arm up. Keep your back legs strong. Reach over. Even though you've done variations of this pose so many times, can you find these subtle ways to shift the pose? Little nuances that, even though you've done this practice so many times, can you find this? Can you recharge with variations of the poses, with alignment shifts? Inhale, lift up, and let's come to the opposite side. So turn your left toes out. Take your left hand down. Take your right hand to help you out to get a little bit more openness here in the pose. Lift the underside ribs. Lift your hand. Lift your gaze. Find fullness in your breath. Reach over for this variation. Notice the expansiveness you get all the way from your pant line crease, right at the hip, all the way to the fingertips. Keep turning your gaze up and rise up, come out of the pose. And parallel your feet again. Walk in slightly. From parallel, externally rotate your feet. Come halfway down, and in the same way that we did earlier, reach your hands forward. Now take your hands down or come to a full squat. Your choice. Before coming to sit in the pose. As you come to sit in the pose, turn yourself so that you can lie down with your knees bent. I'm going to grab the cotton blanket that's a little bit heavy, much heavier than my blocks, and squeeze it between my legs. Maybe a really tight roll will help. So whatever you've got, hopefully it's got a little weight, so as you squeeze the blanket or even cork blocks work really well. Have your knees pretty much right over your pelvis. Have the feet active and the ankles in dorsiflexion with the toes lifting up. Squeeze the blanket. Now take your toes down toward the mat as if you're about to tap the toes down. And lift your toes up. And now draw down and tap and lift up and draw down and lift up. Keep on pulling in toward the midline. Now reach your hands toward your knees, and on the next in-breath, lift up and exhale down. Lift up and draw down. And lift up and draw down. Lift up and draw down. Park your feet. Keep squeezing the block. Cross your wrists with your forearms in front of your chest. Lift up and draw down. Lift up and draw down. And lift up, draw down. Take your arms into cactus pose. Lift your feet up again. Knees roughly aligned over the pelvis. Draw your knees toward your right. Back to center. Draw the knees to the left. Squeeze in. Back to center. Keep squeezing the block. Plant your feet down. Plant your elbows alongside your ribs with palms facing each other, fingers spread. Lift your pelvis up. Now reach your right leg away from the mat, extend it out so the thighs are roughly parallel to each other. Keep squeezing the midline. Release your right foot, squeeze the blanket. Reach your left foot forward. Squeeze in. Release your left foot. Lift your pelvis a little bit higher. And release the pelvis down. Now take the blanket away from the inner thighs. Draw your right knee in. Catch hold of your ankle or your shin. Come to this reverse pigeon pose here. As you draw the foot a little bit closer toward your chest, reach your left leg out. Lift up with the left leg. Draw over toward the left side, external rotation of your leg. Come back to center. Release down. Park your foot down. Bend both knees. Park your elbows alongside your ribs. Lift up. Notice the difference you might feel in the outer pelvic work that we've done, the inner groin work, the abdominal work. Let's see if you can tell any differences. And release your pelvis down. Draw your left knee in. Take hold of somewhere on the leg, shins, ankles, heel. Hug it in. Just pause there for a few moments. Before reaching your right leg out. lift it up, external rotate of the leg, go to the right side. Back, down, bend the knee, release your left foot, ground your elbows and reach the pelvis up. And release your hands down. Release your legs out. Even in Savasana, you might notice that you do things pretty much by habit. See how you can make this time of rejuvenation just slightly different. And do that through your awareness. Your awareness of the external rotation of the upper arms to keep the upper chest open. You may want to even take the feet wider apart to relax the pelvis even more. Take your attention to your breath. You breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Now breathe very freely and naturally. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Namaste.